This question is a very interesting one because it's asking me, what are the secrets that the credit card companies don't want you to know? The US economy is divided into two segments. There is a segment for people for the 5%, and there is another segment for the 95%. The 5% get their wealth from the 95%. What they try to do is that 5% is those that have access to capital, and they are making all the wealth in the United States. They have access to all these financial institutions that provide you with lending facilities. All these credit card companies, they make money through interest rates. So when interest rates are high, they make money. When interest rates are low, they lose money. As simple as that. So when your credit is good, your credit is excellent, your interest rates go down to about 2%, to about 3%. But when your credit is bad, when they have you on that 500, 600 credit score, your interest rates hits up to about 30%, 25%, 35% on your credit cards. When you have those credits, who do you think they are happier with? The guy who is at 35, who has a credit score of 800 and his only interest rate is 1 or 2%, or the guy whose credit score is 500 and his interest rates are 30%. They make a lot more money from this guy who has a low credit score. They love you when your credit score is low and the interest rates are bumped up. That's when they make money. So there is something I call a vicious circle. And the capital institutions, all these credit card companies, they will always try to push your credit down, because the lower your credit gets, the richer they are. Basically, that is why when you miss a payment, your credit gets dipped almost the same day because it's reported immediately. But when you pay that card, it takes about a month, about 2 months at times. At times you have to call the credit card company to ask them, why did you not report my payment? Because they don't want your credit to go up. Because if your credit goes up, guess what? Their money gets down because they have less interest rates from you. So they don't want you to understand the system. When your credit keeps going down, you stay in that circle where all the money you're making, you're paying debts, you're paying interest rates, you're paying credit cards. You're living in that situation where you're always looking for money to pay debts. So the credit card company wants to keep you in that situation where your credit is very low and the interest rates are at the maximum. That is what they want you to be. That is why there is no school in America that teaches you about financial literacy. There is no school that's going to tell you about your credit cards, how the credit cards work. There's no school that's going to tell you about this rule of 35, 30, 15, 10, 10. They're not going to tell you about your payment history, how you have to maintain your payment history. They are not going to tell you about your credit utilization, how you have to maintain your credit at 30% of your credit limit. They are not going to tell you about having access to a multiple different types of credit so that your credit mix is better. They are not going to tell you about the age of your credit. They are not going to help you understand that if you maintain your good credit over a longer period of time, your credit is going to be low. They are not going to help you every time you're talking to a credit card company. They are trying to include that as an inquiry so that it keeps dipping your credit down. When you get the right credit repair companies that are out there to help you and they understand what they're doing, they will help you with that. So again, the question was, what is there that these credit card companies do not want you to know? They don't want you to understand financial literacy. They don't want you to be financially literate so that your credit can be boosted and you are better off. This is very important. We are here to help you. If you have any questions about your credit, for free, we are going to be here to help you boost your credit up so that you can meet your financial freedom, so that you can access your American dream. Go to our Instagram page, go to our Facebook page, go to our TikTok page, go to our YouTube page. We are there to provide you with all the information you need. Thank you so much. This is Charles Njoya, your friend.